You got me torn up, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. Our starter in this one, Tanner Bibee. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. On the outside corner, got him looking. Luis Robert now.
Luis Robert Jr.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Benintendi up here. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And a foul ball. Up and
Ball
in, and the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Batting fourth, first baseman Andrew Vaughn.
So a man aboard, and up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. The 1-1 is fouled off. Benintendi, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Third baseman Josh Rojas.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Josh Rojas.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So bases all loaded up. And here is Sosa to the plate. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Bases are full. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Martin Perez.
Sinker cutter change. He's not overpowering velocity, not even up to 90. which isn't, it's not like, oh, you got to have 90. If you can move the ball around, and all it's about is keeping hitters off balance. And if you can have some late movement, you miss the barrel, you get weak contact, and you can move through a game as we've seen him do this season.
Bottom of the first. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
One out, base is empty. That catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And now the lefty swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Falling behind 2-1. Two outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Two. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
He goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Scoreless after one. Back here in Cleveland, new inning getting started. So now it's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and that's off the second base bag. Grabs it barehanded.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Next to hit, Brooks Baldwin. And there's a strike. Vargas gets his lead at first with nobody out. Struck him out looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here's Corey Lee. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And now
Oh.
2-1. Headed towards the corner. Kwan sprinting after it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Two outs. High fly ball out into left center field. Squeezes it, and that is that. The White Sox lead one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here in Cleveland, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
And that is downstairs. And the
Two
count
balls,
2-1.
one strike.
There's a swing and a miss. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Lane Thomas now. Late with the swing there.
One ball, two strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tauchman makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 6th, second baseman.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians.
Martinez.
Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 7th, right fielder, John Kenzie.
John Kenzie Noel digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Guardians lead 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Well, here we go.
Leading
Top
off
of
for
the
the White
3rd
Sox.
scoreless game.
Center
And
fielder,
now it's Luis Robert.
Jr.
Ball 3.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next for the White Sox.
Now it's Andrew
left
Benintendi
fielder,
to hit.
Andrew Benintendi.
Robert gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Andrew Vaughn now. The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And next to hit for the Sox, Josh Rojas. Robert on the go. Pitch misses.
Back inside.
And safe. It's a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
So 2 down. Now a chance for Lenny Sosa. That's down and in. And a foul ball. Two and 2. That one just misses.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor.
And fouled off. On the ground to third. In time to Vaughn. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Brian Rocchio. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
And the batter now, Stephen Kwan. On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. Here's the throw, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Back-to-back singles. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. Just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
is Kyle Manzardo. That's off the inside corner, and a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
On the ground, 2-ball. Steps on the bag for one. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. It's the White Sox 1 and the Guardians nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
The 1-2. That to right. And that's a foul ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got it. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting, catcher Corey Lee.
So a man at first. Corey Lee digs in now. There's a swing and a drive. Kwan going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Now at the plate, Mike Tauchman. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Paul Sewald preparing to come on if needed. Herron, the lefty, warming up as well. Baldwin off of first with 2 away. Bybee checks the runner. Baldwin back in on a dive. Next offering upstairs. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 1 left for the White Sox, but they still lead it 1-0. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jose Ramirez. And that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
No outs, runner at first. And the batter now, Carlos Santana. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, no outs. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Ground ball right side, could be two. Boots it, still fires to first, and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. Angel Martinez now at the plate. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
On the ground, could be two. One at second. Out. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians.
That's a ball.
With the go-ahead run at third, we're here in the bottom of the fourth. And misses inside. Bo Naylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And in its second with an RBI double.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
So, runner at second, two down. Bo Naylor, the next to hit. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. And that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they take a two-run lead.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Martin Perez departs, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. The new pitcher in the game, Cam Boozer.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Naylor off of first with 2 away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We played 4. Guardians 3, and the White Sox 1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Hunter Gaddis.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert.
Luis Robert Jr.
Now this is in the air down the line. Noel on his way over. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch
Now
on the
batting,
run
left
right
fielder,
there. He saved
Andrew
extra bases
Benintendi.
for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
First baseman,
Andrew Vaughn getting ready to hit. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one misses, and the count is filled up. Josh Rojas waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. Guardians 3 and the White Sox 1. Back here in Cleveland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And that is out of play. On the ground at first, Vaughn. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the
Now
5th.
batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
So digging in, Kyle Manzardo.
Dancing around this living room, getting all warmed up to go downtown.
Just
that's
off the
outside.
outside edge. Next offering is in for a strike.
Account's full.
Outside, and that is
outside.
ball
Ball
4.
four.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off
Now
a 3-2 pitch,
batting.
and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Manzardo at first, one gone.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a miss. He was late.
ball,
Strike 2.
2 strikes.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug. No question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Now here is Carlos Santana. In the air, left field. Benintendi is there. And that will end the inning. One left for the Guardians as the lead remains 3-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Cade Smith.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Josh Rojas digs in now.
Josh Rojas.
We just turned the strip into a fashion show.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 1 out now.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And here is Lenny Sosa. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beat.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Next pitch misses way outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. Guardians 3 and the White Sox 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and
Number
there's a new pitcher on the
49.
mound, Jordan Leisure.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Leading off for the
Here
Guardians.
comes Lane
Center
Thomas.
fielder, Lane Thomas.
Jersey girls will teach y'all a good lesson.
That one ripped. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Moved to second, and he's back safely.
There, he's safe.
The 1-1. Fought off foul. Next pitch is outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 64 up and throwing. Gilbert getting cranked up as well. Outside with a breaking ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
No outs, runners at first and second. That's a little bit low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And a swing and a miss there. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. This one chopped to first. And that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Guardians strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, Bo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And now the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Didn't go. Set down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's inside, and that's ball 3. That one in triple digits. Check swing at a 3-2. Appeal down to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's Mike Tauchman. With the tying run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. To short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's a double play to end it.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.